What's up, Cancer? And thank you guys so much for watching this reading. Alright, guys, so I was like freaking out because I went to record this reading and my computer was like, you have no memory. So I had to delete some old readings that I did about a year ago, but they're up and posted, so hopefully nobody needs them. But let's get into this, guys. Let's see what's going on. I've realized today that I have done over like 7,000 readings since I started YouTube a year ago. So thank you guys for coming to me for continual guidance. I love you guys so much. But Cancer, I hope your June is going well so far. Let's see what's going on. This is going to be a general reading. Whatever pops up, pops up. And this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay? So let's see what is going on. What is going on with the sign of Cancer? Past, present, and future. Alright, guys. Okay, Cancer. So the energy that we have here is the Nine of Cups in reverse, okay? So something in your life right now that you just feel is forced, that you're, not particularly satisfied with. And with the Nine of Wands, you guys are being extremely resilient toward, through whatever it is that you're going through. And you have the Chariot and the Two of Wands. So yes, there's something that makes you unhappy, something that you realize is, just being forced. But you take off in a direction where you take a path that you're extremely passionate about, all right? So an adversity that I see you guys, getting right through. Now, going into your past, guys, the first card that we have here is the Four of Cups, all right? So something where maybe there's an offer that you guys are waiting on that doesn't come in, or an offer that does come in, but it's not being accepted. All of this could be vice versa. So you guys could be giving this offer to someone and, not getting an acceptance, or just not giving them an offer at all. Why is this Four of Cups here? We have the Three of Wands. So in this case, I feel like you guys just make a power move, and there's something that you just feel like you have to turn your back on. For some of you, you're waiting on an offer that just hasn't come in yet. All right, and you have the Fool card in reverse. So for the majority of you, you're turning your back on something that you just no longer want to accept in your life. You just see it as a risk that you don't want to take. You have the Six of Cups in the reverse, so you guys are trying to amicably part ways with something, and leave it in your past. Now, going towards, moving on from that part in your past, you have the Eight of Swords. So you have to turn your back on something, which I see a lot of you do, but now you feel stuck. It's kind of like, okay, what now? I turned my back. I know it wasn't a good idea, but where do I go from here? All right, and we have the Magician in the reverse. For some of you, it'll be manipulation that you're going through, someone just trying to manipulate a situation, whether it's you or a person that you're dealing with. For others of you, you know that there's something that you're no longer going to attempt to manifest. But again, trying to find a way to move forward. Feeling a loss that could have happened because of this, not coming to pass. And there could be a lot of secrets here. Maybe you just keeping to yourself, being secretive, but with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, there's something that you have to let go of that you were very guarded with. All right, and if there's someone from your past who is trying to come back into your life, or if there's any thoughts that ran through your mind to go back into their life, you're deciding, you know what? I don't want any problems here. It's not even worth it. So you cut somebody off, or you cut something off. There's just something that, there's no action with it anymore. Why is this Eight of Wands in reverse? Ace of Wands. Let's get one more card here. Lover's card. Okay. Now, there was some sort of secret, right, that's happening here. For some of you, maybe you stopped talking to someone, or there's something that you cut off. So maybe the secret is that you're going in another direction, relationship-wise. With the Lover's card, it doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be a new job that you take. It could be kind of like a sole purpose that you run into. This card comes out all the time if I'm reading for somebody, that they find something that is truly meant for them. Okay, so there's something that you feel is meant for you, but there's something that you have to cut off. Okay. And maybe it's just that you don't want problems, with someone from your past, or maybe you're reconciling with someone from your past, but you don't want this information out. In your present moment, guys, the first card we have is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Possibly someone who's just really pissed off here, very passionately angry. Someone on, 100% diva mode here. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So there's someone who is pissed. Okay, and there's someone who, for lack of a better word, is being very bitchy about a situation. Okay, and just putting a high wall up. But this is also somebody that likes to add to the problem. Okay, so you can say, hey, I got a flat tire, and they'll run out and say, okay, let's pop the other three. So it's like, what the fuck? How is that going to help? And we have the Moon card here. So because of secrets coming out, because of someone being selfish and being a leech, there's a lot of conflict that could be happening. All right. For some of you, maybe it's, promiscuous activity. For others of you, it could be something that just emotionally really throws you off. Now, with all this, we have the Hierophant. Okay. The reason why I love this Hierophant card so much is because it's confirmation that whatever it is that you're going through, the universe is backing you up. It has your side. If there's someone or something that you feel that you're losing, it's so that a better door can open. If there's something new that you're going into, it's something that's meant to be there. Okay? So confirmation of anything you're going through. Why is this Knight of Cups in the reverse here? You have the Devil card in the reverse. So a toxic situation you're removing yourself from that was causing emotional instability. You have the King of Swords. So could have been with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For some of you, you just take this position of somebody that is not going to take shit anymore. All right. The King of Swords, or just the sword suit in general, the sword suit. It comes out anytime somebody has been through something troubling. Okay, where they feel like, this is too much bullshit. I need to focus, and this is my line of focus. So if you're here, or if you're here, you're completely cut out. So somebody that chooses to remain focused and to drop anything that's not going to help them to build on themselves. All right. But with the Three of Swords, could be heartbreak here, could be disappointment here. Something that you're not particularly excited about. And we have the High Priestess in the reverse. There's somebody withholding secrets. And there's also somebody that's, as much as their gut is telling them their secrets, they're just like, you know what? No, let's give this person the benefit of the doubt. You guys have to listen to your gut right now, okay? With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the worst that could have happened in this situation has happened. It's past, okay? And whether you see it now or not, it's leading you to the ultimate sense of happiness, all right? So I feel like this is something karmic that just had to be cut out, but it's bringing you stability and it's bringing you happiness. For a lot of you, you're not seeing that light at the end of the tunnel just yet. Now, moving forward, we have the Justice card. All right, so definitely a karmic situation. And similar, I just did the Pisces readings, but, they kind of had a similar read, which I find, each element will have a similar theme each month. But the same thing I said to Pisces, I'm going to say to you guys. We're going to have two groups of Cancers right now. We're going to have the Cancers that have been getting the short end of things, that have been going through a lot of unnecessary bullshit when they're genuinely and honestly trying. And then we're going to have other Cancers that could have been putting people through hell, that could have been hurting other people and being manipulative and lying and just having a distasteful personality for whichever reason, whatever pushed them to that. So depending on the side that you guys are coming from, karma is coming in. With the Justice card, these scales are going to be balancing out. If you're being an asshole to someone, you're going to get a taste of that medicine. If you were genuinely trying and your heart was genuinely in something, just wait on it because things will even out. So it just, I know I do these signs, or I do readings for these signs, but there's thousands of you. And we all have different shadow elements. You know, you have your low vibrational cancers, you have your more evolved high vibrational cancers. So it's depending on where you are. Okay, and when it comes to shadow elements of a Cancer, what do I mean by that? Let's talk about my sign, because I'm not attacking you guys at all. Every single sign has it. For a Taurus, what is the shadow elements of a Taurus? We can be very stubborn. We can be actually very manipulative. Even if we know we're wrong, we're not going to want to change our minds. And when we get super pissed off, it's the ugliest scene in the world. Okay, a pissed off Taurus is not a pleasant thing, especially when they're pushed to a certain end. Now, the low vibrational part of a Cancer is you guys can be very vindictive, very manipulative, kind of play victim. And what I've found about Cancers, I don't know if I'm impressed by it, or not that it's something to be impressed by, but for some low vibrational Cancers, I found that they can do things that are wrong. Like, let's say, for example, I'm just pulling something out of the hat. Let's say a Cancer cheats on somebody. I've seen Cancers that have cheated on other people. They're having this argument and a conversation with this person. And by the end of the conversation, the other person is apologizing to them. I don't know how the fuck it's done. You know, you got to go to law school. You gotta put that, you know, to use somehow. But, you know, everybody has that different aspect, and we all have it within us. Okay, this is not just a Cancer thing. Every sign is able to do it. But it all comes down to where, you know, what sort of energy have you been putting out? Because it's about to come back. All right, so if you've genuinely been trying, if you've gone through your bullshit and you're just trying to make peace with yourself and move forward in a, you know, not a crazy way, then you'll be good. But if you know that there's certain things that you have been doing that's questionable, then that's where it's like, okay, here comes the part where I might feel what I made others feel. Okay, and like I said, when I do these readings, guys, it's friends talking straight up. I will never sugarcoat anything, and that's why I love what I do. You know, if you're not ready for the truth, I'm not the person to read for you. Okay, now let's see what's going on with this Justice card. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So something is going to hit the fan here. There's going to be some sort of roadblock here. Okay, and with the Page of Cups in the reverse, there's something that you guys decide that is just too burdening for you. You don't want to move forward in that direction right now. It's like you're going to withdraw yourself from any efforts that you were putting towards somebody, because it was just causing you too much burden and it just has to be dropped. But the good thing here is that with dropping this, you remain strongly within your power, because you avoid conflict at all costs. Okay, and the Hierophant is down here too, guys. So you're coming to a place where you realize how you have to move forward. And it doesn't matter which way you moved before. You're moving with power now from this point forward, which is amazing. All right, the next card is the Seven of Cups. So for some of you, there's a lot of choices that you have now. I'm walking away from this. This is not serving me anymore. So what do I want to do? What choice do I want to make? Which path do I want to go down? For others of you, this is going to be dealing with a situation where there's that smoke screen in front of you, where there's a fog in front of you. You can only see 5 feet in front of you. So you're still undecided of which path to take, because you can only see so far in every direction. Okay? So for some of you, you're going to have to clear the smoke a bit. Why is the Seven of Cups here? The Chariot. So with the Chariot here, you guys take off in a way that you take back control of wherever in your life you felt like you lost control. All right, so this is going to be something that could be a physical move for some of you. Maybe you're traveling somewhere else. Maybe you're going to visit someone, or changing jobs, or changing apartments or houses. Okay, for others of you, something is just happening very fast, but you're in complete control of it. And you have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So whatever illusions there are here, you guys are avoiding it. Whichever, you know, those of you that are going to have a lot of options in terms of where you can go, you take a path and you go. All right, and you do it very powerfully, and you find balance. So for a lot of you, it doesn't even matter what happened prior. You're going to find that sense of, okay, This is what I want and this is what I need. If anything, this was just pushing you to clarity, even if it came in a difficult way. And sometimes we need that. I know that I've had lessons in my life that had it not been learned in such an extreme way, it wouldn't have stuck. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be someone that you stopped talking to, something that you stopped working on, or something in your life where you kept trying and trying and trying, but you never got the results that you wanted. Six of Swords in the reverse. Having a hard time moving on from something, although you still have control, although you're still moving forward quickly, but emotionally, I feel like you're still there. But bam, Emperor, power. Despite what's happening, you guys are moving powerfully. And that's the best thing that you can do. Okay? You know, you guys are in a place with the Four of Swords where I feel like you're just kind of taking a step back from everything. And you want to make the most logical decision. And I love the way that you guys are handling this, because I feel like, you know, just with the way that a Cancer processes their emotions, I can see if you guys are having a tough day, you know, you may want to call out of work, or you may not want to do the whole customer service thing, or just deal with other people, or go out. But with this, you're not letting it stop your life. You're not letting it keep you indoors. You're not letting it put everything on hold. You're moving forward. Okay? And when we get to a place where we're stuck and we don't want to go out, or we don't want to work, or we don't want to do things, guess what? The person who put you there, or the situation that put you there, they're not suffering from it at all. The only person that suffers when you guys stop moving forward is yourself. Okay? If you lose days of work, if you lose money, if you lose, you know, that movie you wanted to see with your friends, whatever it is, you're the one who gets the short end. So we have to, you know, get to that place in our life where regardless of what didn't work out the way that we wanted it to, we're still going to live, and we're still going to dance, and we're still going to laugh, and we're still going to go out and just be amazing people. And that's what you guys are doing. You're taking your power, and you're not allowing anyone to take your power from you. All right, so let's pull some cards of advice here, guys. I know I always use Earth Magic Oracle cards. I've been wanting to do things a little different. So we're going to pull cards of advice straight from the deck and see what direction you guys should be taking. All right, give me 3 cards of advice for my lovely Cancers. And just to put it out there, kind of as like the fine print at the bottom, anytime I do a reading, guys, it is completely objective. It is not subjective. I'm not going by, you know, my personal feelings. And if any of you are asking, Lissette, are you pissed off at a Cancer? Absolutely not. I love Cancers. You guys are amazing people. My father's a Cancer. I am a daddy's girl. So let's see what's going on. And that's something I'm actually really happy about. There's never been any sort of problem I've ever had with a sign where it's like I read their sign and you can sense hostility. Because before I started doing tarot, when I used to watch tarot videos on YouTube, you could tell when a reader doesn't like a sign. Okay? It comes off very clear. Like if, you know, a reader's reading a sign that has broken their heart or something, it comes through. But nope, I don't have any drama. So thank you, God, for that. Thank you, universe, for that. I'm happy about that. My life could actually use a little bit of drama. So let's see what's going on. All right, these cards are ready. They do not want to be shuffled anymore. Ten of Swords. Knight of Cups. Judgment card. All right. So there's something here that's making you feel lost. That's making you question, what path do I want? A harsh ending. A betrayal. Something that could have ended very abruptly. You have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this is, like I said earlier in the reading, guys, this is that tough lesson that you're going to learn, but it's going to stick. Okay? And what I found that in life, when we don't, sorry, something's like popping up on my computer. But guys, when we don't go ahead and learn from our lessons, we're going to keep dealing with the same bullshit. Okay? I'm sorry, guys, all these pop-ups. So you're going to keep going through the same problems until you realize, Okay, what did I do to get myself into that, and how do I avoid that? All right, but look, Knight of Cups, you guys are still upright. You're still moving forward in life with passion. And with the Judgment card here, you're making better calls for yourself. You know, with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, there's a blindfold that you had on that had to come off, and now it's off, and now you can move forward in a very knowledgeable and, you know, strategic way. All right, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. There's a lot of recklessness that happened, you know, where there was a betrayal that was felt. But with the World card, guys, that chapter's over. It's over. Okay? With the World card, whatever's over, it's over, yes. But you're going into something new that's going to be amazing. Okay? Where you can really grow in a powerful way. You have the Three of Pentacles. Now you can build. Now you can find like-minded people who are going to help you to build your dream or your desires. Or just you building yourself. 10 of Pentacles. Okay? So everything that you guys were going through, it has a greater purpose. There's so much more that's going to come into your life because of what you just endured. Judgment card. You have the Emperor in the reverse. And the Death card. Whoever was not being true, whoever was not being honest, whoever was wearing a mask, the mask is off. It's not Halloween anymore. You had to make the call that you had to make. Was it a difficult call for some of you? Hell yeah, I can definitely see that. It's definitely going to cause a lot of instability as you transition into this powerful route that you're going into. But something had to be dropped. But the important part is that you guys have clarity that whatever the hell you went through, with the Chariot in the verse, you just had no control over it. Okay? Sometimes you have to realize that when we can't, anything that you go through in life, don't beat yourself up over what you can't control. Just work on what you can. And if there's a situation that broke your heart or dragged you down or, dragged you through the mud, let it go. If it's something, you can bring a camel to the water, you can't make it drink. So if someone didn't want to be nourished with what you wanted to give them, then just let it rock. Let them do their thing. The way a person loves you or the way a person treats you is a reflection on how they feel about themselves. So if something fucked up was going on, it doesn't matter who was initiating it. You have to let it go. And you have to understand that the only person that you could ever control, the only constant thing that you could ever control in life is yourself. All right? So I hope you guys see this as a good thing because I see a huge come up happening because of what you went through. Okay? So Cancers, I love you guys so much. If you guys want a personal reading, it's in the link or in my description below. highvibrationswithliz.com. When you guys click on that link, right on the homepage, I feel like a lot of people don't allow for it to load, but it says click here to get a reading. I just get like millions of emails, hey Lissette, how do I buy a reading? And it'll be on my page, and I'm like, oh my god, it's right there. But you could click that link, it'll take you straight to where the prices and descriptions of the readings are. And then for those of you who are iPhone users, I am on an app called InstantGo where you can directly call or text me, okay? If I'm not available to take your call, I will alert you when I am, okay? Love you guys. Good luck with everything. I will be back with some love readings in the future. Take care.